Hey babes, and welcome back. It is me, your girl, Melissa Renee. It is Wednesday, so you know what that means. I am back with another Wednesday word, another woman of the Bible, okay? So if this is something that you were interested in, go get your Bible and meet me back here. So before we jump into this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel because, babes, you're going to want to stay here. God has so much in store for you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and let's jump into this word. Okay, babes. So today we are doing part 2 of Martha. Okay, so if you have not watched part 1, go watch that and then come back here. So we are coming from John chapter 11. Okay, so Martha also had a brother named Lazarus. Okay, now Lazarus had gotten really, really sick. So Martha and Mary sent word to Jesus, like, hey, sir, he's sick. We need you to come here, right? But Jesus decided to stay where he was for a few more days. Okay, so you're probably wondering, like, why did Jesus stay? Why didn't he come right away? One thing we have to realize and understand is that God knows what he's doing, right? And everything always works out in the end, okay? And the Bible tells us that Jesus loved them, right? I mean, when they sent word to Jesus, it said, Lord, the one you love is sick. So we know that, Jesus really loved them. So it wasn't that Jesus did not care, is that Jesus knew he needed this to happen. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, so when Jesus arrived to Bethany, Lazarus had already been dead for 4 days. Okay, so Jesus was late. Okay, so Martha came running out to him saying, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died. Right, so we're going to read John chapter 11 verses 21 through 27. And it reads, Lord, Martha said to Jesus, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask. Jesus said to her, your brother will rise again. Martha answered, I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this? Yes, Lord, she replied. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world. So this lets us know that even after her brother's death, she never stopped trusting in God. She never stopped believing who God was, right? She always knew that God was who he said he was, right? Jesus is the Messiah, and she believed that and she knew that. So that just lets us know that no matter what we may go through, no matter what the situation is, that God is always there, right? And that we can always trust in him, and that we know that he knows what he's doing, okay? So, yet Martha trusted in Jesus, right? I'm not sure that she really understood that or even thought that Jesus could raise him from the dead, right? So Jesus is like, take away the stone. And Martha's like, hold on, Jesus. It's been 4 days. You know it's going to be a bad odor if you take that stone away. And Jesus is like, didn't I tell you were going to see the glory of God? So they rolled away the stone, and Jesus says, Lazarus, come out. And he did. So I can only imagine the excitement that is on Martha and Mary's faces, and also like the shock as well. Like, what? But at this point, Jesus had performed so many miracles, nobody should have been shocked. It should have just been like another miracle, like, and give God the glory, right? I mean, right? So, I mean, it's Jesus, for goodness sake. Um, so Jesus knew this whole time that, this is what was going to happen. I have to slow down because I get tongue tied. Okay. He knew this whole time that this was going to happen, which is why he did not come right away. He needed Lazarus to die, and he needed to be able to raise him from the dead. So after Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead, this is when they started to plot to kill Jesus. So again, this needed to happen, right? Everything is predestined. God knows exactly what he is doing. Like I said earlier, God knows what he is doing. Always remember that, no matter what you are going through, no matter your situation, know that God knows what he's doing. Never forget that God is in control. Never forget that God is in control. We have to build our faith up like Martha's faith, right? Like her brother died. She said she's heartbroken. When Jesus got there, they were mourning him, right? They were crying and weeping and sad. He had been dead for 4 days, but still they were just so destroyed by this death, right? That, I mean, she had only her brother and her sister, so she was destroyed. But yet she trusted in God. Yet she had faith in God. Yes, she knew who Jesus was, and she never um, let go of that because of this death, right? Sometimes when things don't go our way, when things happen, when bad things happen, when people die that we love, we we push ourselves away from Jesus. We push ourselves away from um, from him because we feel like you could have changed this. Like she said, if you had been here, my brother wouldn't have died, right? But no matter what, we have to remember who he is. And we have to remember that he knows what he's doing. He knows what's best for us. Okay? And at the end of this, there was a miracle. And Lazarus lived again. So know that he is in control and know that he got you. And he will never leave you nor forsake you. Let's build our faith up and always put him first and believe that he knows what he's doing, okay, and that he got you, okay. So this was short and sweet, but this is all I have for you today, and I hope you enjoyed this word, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, babes.